greatest issues here in the state in supporting our criminal justice and law enforcement systems. This time, we welcome up our Lieutenant Governor.
Good morning. Thank you, Senator Albers. I appreciate that introduction, and thank you, members of the Senate Caucus, for being here today, and thank you, members of the press, for being here. I appreciate this opportunity, and I appreciate the leadership of our Public Safety Chair, Albers, and Senator Randy Robertson, who's a former retired law enforcement officer himself. You know, for the past 2 years, we've watched here in our capital city and our county of Fulton, the crime has gone up, the backlog and the court system has increased, and obviously our jails are overcrowded right now, and unfortunately we've had some unfortunate deaths, multiple deaths in the last year that has brought a significant concern to what's going on within the Fulton County system here. And I'm proud to have Senator Albers and Senator Randy Robertson taking a proactive approach to tackling this issue. And we're not coming at this from an adversarial standpoint. We're coming at it as a body that wants to help have solutions to this issue and this problem that is continuing to grow right now. And I'm proud that the Senate is leading the way on that issue, and that we're going to, but anytime you have significant issues going on, whether it's in your state or in counties or at the federal level, you've got to get to the root of the problem. And that's what we've set up this subcommittee for, is to look at what's going on with on the streets with law enforcement activity and backlog in the court systems, as well as the overcrowding of the jail. So I'm proud that our senators met with the local sheriff here and took a tour of Fulton County Jail yesterday to hear him out and what's going on and the issues that they're trying to address there. So I want to thank these senators for being proactive. We do want to be the safest place, not just the best place to do business, but we want to be the safest place to do business. And in order to do that, your capital city has got to be that. And every person deserves due process and not have the unfortunate situations that we've had in the last year with the untimely deaths of individuals who were waiting to be arraigned in most cases. So thank you, Senator Albers. Thank you, Senator Randy Robertson, and the leadership of the Senate committee, and appreciate everyone being here and being attentive to this. So, Senator.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. As a resident of Fulton County that I've had the honor to serve for almost 13 years, I share the concerns of my fellow citizens, elected leaders, and key stakeholders. First thing I want to mention today, because some tend to confuse these, is that jail is not a prison. You go to jail once you've been arrested and booked into the jail. But that begins our process of being innocent until proven guilty. If someone is proven guilty, then they can be sentenced to a full prison term somewhere in the Georgia state system. But it's important for us to do the distinction between the two. We can't stand idly by while people are dying and justice is not being adjudicated in a timely manner. Therefore, I've assigned a public safety subcommittee to do a deep dive investigation into these issues, the root causes, and most importantly, the solutions. I have the utmost confidence that this committee of professionals will do what it needs to be done. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Jones for appointing 2 ex officio members of this committee to complete this very comprehensive task. This time, let me introduce the members of the subcommittee. There will be Senator Mike Dugan, who chairs our Veterans and Homeland Security Committee, and also has a long career as a United States Army officer. Senator Chuck Payne chairs our Science and Technology Committee, and also served for over 3 decades as a juvenile probation officer. I will serve as a member of this committee. Our 2 ex officio members will be Senator Sonia Halpern. Senator Halpern is the chair of the Fulton County delegation in the Georgia State Senate. Senator Brian Strickland is the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. And last but certainly not least is our Majority Whip, Senator Randy Robertson. He serves as the Vice Chairman of the Public Safety Committee and will be the Chairman of this important subcommittee. He's a retired major from the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office who has very specific experience both working in and leading a large jail. He's a very talented and detailed individual, and nobody has more experience and is more capable of handling this task than Senator Robertson. I'd like to invite him up for a few remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to start by thanking Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones for his leadership, not only on this issue, but throughout my career in the Senate, his leadership on all issues related to criminal justice reform and public safety. He has chosen to step out front and stand against the hot winds of politics and other things when it comes to public safety and criminal justice and lead us to the battle, and I thank him for that. I want to thank Chairman John Albers for the confidence he has given in me and for the opportunity he has given me to lead this subcommittee to look at the problems within the Fulton County Jail. As we understand it, and understanding the environment inside of a big jail, a lot of times these problems are caused either by funding, management, or in the court systems, whether that's at the bench or in the DA's office. And we'll be looking at all of these things. We've already started over the past few weeks of gathering data and information related to this issue, and I feel very confident in the members of this committee that it will be a very professional and detailed investigation into the operations and concerns surrounding the Fulton County Jail. Our first meeting will be at 10 a.m. on November 2nd, I apologize, in the Capitol. And the agenda will be posted on the website once all the witnesses have been confirmed. And all of our meetings, of course, will be open to anyone and everyone who wishes to attend. Again, I want to thank Chairman Albers and Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to take a few questions before we conclude the press conference. Yes, as mentioned, we will go through the areas that are causing the concerns today that have led to, unfortunately, the deaths in the Fulton County Jail, as well as the conditions that people are surrounding right now to make sure we determine what the root cause is and what the solutions will be in order to fix those problems. At this time, based on the evidence that Senator Robertson gathers as subcommittee chair, we will determine from the information we get from both open records requests as well as direct requests from agencies, we will determine who we will bring forward for that time.
Senator, what sort of scrutiny will you apply to part of those?
I appreciate everyone's interest in going a little too political on this issue. However, we're looking at the Fulton County Jail and all the things that surround that. So it would be very presumptive and getting far out of bounds of where we are right now to be talking about an individual or any one group. We're going to do the right thing, and that's to conduct a thorough investigation and go wherever the facts may lead us. And we're going to do one final question.
Senator Albers, with the recent death of the corrections officer in the state prison, is this committee going to look at that at all, or is there going to be any focus on state government issues at prisons?
Certainly, we all mourn the loss of our corrections officer down at Smith State Prison. Thank him for his service, and it was a very sad state where we had a convicted criminal who was a prisoner there who took his life. We have a full investigation underway from the Department of Corrections. That investigation is shared with the entire Public Safety Committee. We work with them on a daily basis, and as with anything, whether that happens in any part of our government, we continue to provide oversight and work together with them to make sure that we're giving them the proper tools and funding, and everything is done above board. Thank you all for coming today. We appreciate your time. And